BBC London has learnt that the UK border agency, recently branded Not Fit for Purpose, has given £3.5 million in performance-related bonuses. Over the past few weeks, passengers coming into the UK, especially from outside the EU, have faced long queues at Heathrow. Tomorrow there's expected to be disruption at airports as customs officials are due to strike over pensions. Here's our transport correspondent, Tom Edwards.
Long queues and frustration have welcomed many passengers at passport control. But new figures show the agency in charge last year paid out in total £3.5 million in bonuses. The highest payment, according to the Home Office, was £10,000.
I think it's appalling that at a time of economic recession that we should think about paying these bonuses. But worse than that, this is an organisation that is shambolic. This is totally unacceptable, and in my view these bonuses ought to be handed back. We shouldn't be rewarding failure.
The agency's had a troubled few years. In 2010, officers were instructed to ignore suspected drug smugglers at Heathrow due to a lack of staff. Last year, a report criticised its failure to take action against hundreds of migrant workers. It was also criticised after asylum seekers were given a virtual amnesty to clear a backlog, and thousands of immigration cases were dumped.
Most people would say it's had an entirely disastrous year, so I think it's impossible to see how any bonuses can be justified in this case.
Businesses say the queues are damaging the UK's image. Unions say staff cuts and political interference are to blame for most of the problems. The average bonus payment is £500, with the largest bonuses being paid to management.
There does seem to be very little public sympathy for the bonus culture. The money that's been spent, that's been budgeted for bonuses, could pay for something like 100 border officers. And the taxpayers have a right, I think, to say how they want their money spent.
Joke, isn't it? Really.
The Home Office says bonus payments are kept under constant review and are only awarded when staff have performed to strict criteria. Tomorrow, though, there'll be more bad news for the agency. A report's expected to criticise a lack of effective planning there during job cuts. Tom Edwards, BBC London News.